Hello everyone, Neorashi here. This week I got a lot more book than I thought I would. Uh, when I made last week's manga all, I honestly thought I'd be getting only 3, 4, at most 5 books. But I ended up getting 13. There are multiple reasons for that. When I went to my manga store, there are a lot more book than I bought a lot more book than I planned. I planned for like 3, I think, and I bought 7. And also, my out of the books that I wanted to order on Amazon, which not counting pre-order for later dates, I bought like an extra one that I planned to, thanks to my mentor at Anime Planet who showed me about a series that caught my attention, and I'll explain when I get to that one. And I actually got 2 books earlier than I was supposed to. One of them was actually just a late delivery on a pre-order, but one of them is actually something that is not released yet, and I have it in my possession. So let's start this. As usual, the order I got them, and there's gonna be a little something at the end. It's very small, but well, for me it's big, but for the sake of this video, it's actually pretty small. Anyway, first book that I got, I only got 1 book. Oh wait, I forgot to mention how many books I got on each day. I got 1 book on Sunday, and I got 7 book on Thursday, sorry, and the remaining 5 on yesterday, basically. So the book that I got on Sunday was volume 5 of How Do I Turn My Best Friend to My Girlfriend. I read it, and let's just say that I love it. I'm not gonna, I think it's pretty obvious what happens by the end, but I am not going to spoil it. Next are a couple of French series, two of which I don't know the name in Japanese, so I'm gonna have to read it off on my phone, which maybe you know or don't know, but I have some Laid Back Camp and Non-Theory stickers on it. The first one is this one in English. Oh, this one actually has an English title. It's Rooming with a Gamer Gal, I believe, volume 8. So actually there's only one that I don't know, and it's this one. Super adorable series. I actually read volume 1. Was surprised to see that volume 2 was out, and it's Tanuki to Kitsune, sorry, to Sato Gurashi. Very, very chill series. With I'm gonna have to make a review of this at some point. And next are Gushing Over Magical Girls, volume 10 and 11. Yeah, these are French copies. And next is Hokkaido Gals Are Super Adorable, volume 11. I'm actually reading volume 4 right now. And well, I think the anime covers the first 4 volumes, but still, if you like the manga, if you like the anime, you might want to check the manga. Because as far as I know, the manga only covers the first 4 volumes, and there's 14 of them. Next is A Couple of Cuckoos, volume 24. I'm honestly starting to wonder when will the series end, and I really need to start reading that one because I've actually only read volume 1. Next is a volume of a series that is 20 years old. Well, almost, give or take a few months. I have never heard of it until Thursday when I stumbled upon it. Even when I was a fan of manga about 20 years ago, I had never heard of it, but I picked it up out of curiosity and actually did watch the anime's OP, and it looks good. So I am having my expectation high, even though it's, I believe, a magical girl show, well, magical girl series, and it's Shugo Chara volume. Well, this is actually volume 1 and 2. It's a big omnibus. But yeah, so far I have very high expectation out of this one. Okay, now the um, five books that I got yesterday. First one is volume 2 of My Goddess Suspicious Today 2. Gonna be honest, my expectations are pretty low for this one because I wasn't much of a fan of volume 1. I knew from the get-go that it was a sort of anthology, but at the same time it didn't feel like that much like an anthology. It was, I wouldn't say bad, but barely passable. So yeah. Next is the one book that that is actually not released yet. Tsumiki Ogami's Not So Ordinary Life Volume 5. This actually released right now. I'm recording this on March 7th at, it's currently 8:47 p.m. This volume released on March 10th. So I got this yesterday. So I am getting this. I got this 4 days early, and I'm gonna read this before it actually releases officially. So this is gonna be fun. Next is a manga that I've been waiting for months, and if you watch my first video that I uploaded on January 1st, it's also the manga that I'm the most hyped about. The series that I'm the most hyped about the upcoming anime adaptation, and it is Ruri Dragon Volume 3. So definitely looking forward to read this one. Next is Not So Shoujo Love Story Volume 3. I haven't started this one yet, and honestly, the art style doesn't really give me confidence. I've mostly read this one. I said read, but I'm mostly getting this one out of the hype because I did hear good things about it. But yeah. Last manga that I got is the one that was not necessarily suggested, but it's a manga that I discovered 2 days ago. Got volume 1 yesterday, and it is Me and the Alien Moo. My mentor at Anime Planet showed me a trailer for the upcoming anime, and then she told me, "Oh, you can get volume 1 of the manga right now on Amazon if you want." And instead of the usual $17 that I should have paid for, or was it no $18? Instead of the usual $18 that I would normally have paid for this one, it was actually like $13.99, so it was like $4 off. So I was like, might as well. And honestly, I'm kind of hyped. I even like, it's still sealed, so I even I don't know what my expectations are about, but I know that the art style is pretty cute. Now, the one extra thing that I bought that is likely not a big thing for anyone watching me, but it is a big thing for me, because at long last, I have bought some kind of merch for a place further than the universe. So, those of you who knows me know that my favorite series is Laid Back Camp, and my second is Non-Non-Biori. And I have merch for these. I have figurines for both. I have all the episodes on Blu-ray and the movie for Non-Non-Biori. I have all the video games that were released in the West for Laid Back Camp. I even have 2 copies of a game that was never released here. But I never actually bought anything related to a place further than the universe. And finally, I got the Blu-ray, and it was about fucking time. This is my third favorite series of all time, and again, I keep saying this, but I cannot speak too much of that series because I really have a lot to say about um, not just the series, but my story around it for a upcoming My Story With episode. I don't know which number episode it will be, but um, now that I have this, I finally have a little more to say about that series. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. So my new total of books, because this doesn't count obviously, is 2,672 books. So this week, I don't know how many books I'm supposed to have. I think 5. I know I don't have anything reserved at my manga store, and I'm not going to get any before Tuesday, not the upcoming Thursday, but like the one next week. So in 12 days, basically. But I should get enough to make weekly haul next week. I did get some bad news, however. Earlier today, I got a email from Amazon saying that my delivery for Late Back in Volume 17 has been delayed. As if I didn't know that, because it was released almost 4 weeks ago. Well, 3 weeks ago actually. So I'm kind of pissed. Hopefully I will get it soon, because I really want to read my favorite series of all time, and I don't want to read like it on the screen. Anyway, that was just a little rant. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.